today we're talking about, can you manifest overnight? And the answer is that yes, you can. And actually you can manifest most things a lot faster than what you would think. But there are definitely some key things that you need to take into consideration if you're serious about getting your manifestations much faster. Hey guys, it's Lauren. Welcome back to the channel where we talk about everything having to do with mindset, manifesting, and how our energy is creating our reality. And if you're really serious about taking your whole life to the next level, definitely make sure that you sign up for the waitlist on my brand new transformational coaching program. All the information is down in the description below. So creating the kind of life that you want and actually getting your desires doesn't have to take a long time. And I myself and my clients have all experienced things showing up within minutes to hours. And actually, when you really start to master your energy, you can even have things show up instantaneously. I myself have experienced this, and so have my clients. So this isn't a hard process, but there are definitely 3 keys that you need to know if you want to get things manifesting into your life much faster. The first one is that time and effort is something of an illusion. That's right, I mean that the amount of time that we think it takes for something to manifest is not really a true value. The idea that getting something that you want has to take a certain amount of time is actually one of the key factors that keeps that thing off in the distance somewhere, off in the future, and not with you in the here and now. You see, everyone has their own preconceived notions about how long something is going to take. And where do they get those preconceived notions? By how long things used to take in the past for them, okay? By past experiences and previous experiences. So for example, if somebody went on 20 dates and they were all bad, they might think, well, if all the 20 dates were bad, that means I have a 0% chance, or maybe it's like a 1% chance to meet the right one. So I need to go on 100 dates to meet the right person. And that's absolutely not true. And someone else might say that it took me 5 years to save up $30,000. That means to have $1 million, it's going to take me decades. Now, the main problem with making these kinds of calculations, and we all automatically do it, is that you're thinking from the level of the person that you are right now and the level of the person that you've been in the past. So if you want to see things manifest much quicker, it is actually true. You have to be being a different person than you are being right now. That means having different thoughts, different beliefs, and different feeling states. That is the essence of who you are being in this now moment. So sure, if you don't change anything about yourself, if you're not changing the way you're thinking, you're not changing the way you're feeling, you're not changing the way you're responding or reacting, then the chances that those circumstances are going to change are very slim to none. As Neville Goddard put it so nicely, everything is yourself pushed out. So this world is reflecting who you are being at a deep subconscious level. So what that means is that the amount of time that it takes for something to manifest is relative to who you are being in your deep subconscious mind. So right now, in this world, there are people who think that making $1,000 is very difficult and will take them all month to make it. And there are people who are making $1,000 a minute or a second. There are people who struggle with friendships, relationships, with getting clients. And then there are people who don't even know that being in a relationship or getting friends would even be something that someone would struggle with. And why is that? It's because each person is holding their own patterns in their deep subconscious mind about how the world works for them based on their experience and based on their own deep beliefs. So you can absolutely shift into a new identity very quickly, but it's going to be based on how much conviction you have and how dedicated you are to staying in the new state that you want to see develop in your world. Now, key number 2 is, where are you putting your focus? So this is the catch-22 of making things manifest much quicker. The more focus and attention you give to how long something is taking, the longer it's going to take. Now, the reason for this is because if you're focusing on how long something is going to take, or you're noticing the lack of something right now, what does that really mean? It means you're very highly attached to the outcome, which means you're actually operating from a state of lack within yourself. So the problem with noticing the absence of something or wondering when is it going to be here is that who you're being in that moment is someone who would not have that thing. And we all know that we're attracting from who we are being what our state is. So the more you're like, where is it, where is it, where is it, the further away it's actually getting, because you are not being a vibrational match to that thing. Because again, remember, if you're being that person, if you're being the person who would easily have your desire, who would be natural and normal for you to have the things that you're asking for, you wouldn't be worried about where it is. You would know that that thing is either coming tomorrow or in the next day, or it's on the way and there's nothing for you to worry about. You'd be a vibrational match to that thing. But if you're being the person who is focused on the absence of something, that is what you are manifesting. You're manifesting the absence of that thing. And that is why a lot of people get caught up in a loop of making things take way longer longer than they need to. So remember, your goal is to be being in the wish fulfilled. That has to be your dominant state. But what most people do is that they're worrying about how is this thing gonna materialize into reality. So this is one of the main secrets, okay, is being able to let go of that attached feeling, being able to let go of that feeling of high desire for that thing that you want, because only a person who didn't have that thing would feel that way. One of the main issues that I see with people trying to change their life and get the things that they want is that they're actually trying to control the only thing that we all know you're not supposed to control. And that is the how and when of the manifestation. Everyone is yourself pushed out. So the only thing you really need to focus on is yourself, not the mirror. Okay, not the mirror of reality that is showing you, not the 3D things that you're not liking right now. You have to be focusing on being the person who would easily have that thing. So when we're worried about something not being here, we're actually in the complete opposite state of someone who would have it. And this is why people get stuck in cycles for days, months, years, decades, because they're so heavily focused on the absence of it. So don't let that be. More managing your personal state, more getting yourself in alignment with the things that you want is gonna bring your manifestations much, much faster than doing basically anything else. And key number 3 is lowering the importance and lowering the neediness that you have for that thing. Understand that when you're in a high desire state and you really, really want something, that is you essentially saying that you do not have that thing. Think of it this way. If you have that obsessive feeling, that grasping feeling, that longing feeling, that wanting feeling, if that's the dominant feeling state within you, that means that you are actually far away from your desire. Making something very important or putting something on the pedestal is something that people do when something is not normal or natural to them in their life. So I want you to think about something that you just take for granted right now, okay? It could be just something basic that you have. It could be your laptop. It could be your iPhone, all right? Do you desire your iPhone? No, you don't desire your iPhone because you already have it, okay? That's a neutral state. It's just there. You want it, you can reach for it, you can grab it, you can look at it. So that's the feeling of having something. So if it doesn't feel like that, like just grabbing something that you could actually have, or when you think about it, that's the relation that you have to it in your mind, you're in a very high attachment state. You have put that thing on a pedestal. You've made it in charge of your happiness in some way. You want to feel like it would just make sense that you would have that thing. It would just make sense that that thing that you want would want you too. Now, another point to keep in mind that it's all about energetic alignment with the thing that you want. This is how we align with the things and we don't repel away subconsciously those things. Now, when I say energetic alignment, it's not like some woo-woo concept of energy. It's literally a vibration, a state that emanates from us when we are very aligned with who we are trying to be. So what does that alignment mean? In our deep subconscious beliefs, in our feeling states, in our body, in our nervous system, and in our daily thoughts and actions. So we're going for deep subconscious belief, okay? Deep feeling state belief, like what Neville Goddard talks about. An interesting thing that I noticed that keeps people in obsession and attachment to the kind of life that they want, as opposed to just making it real for them, is that they're focusing on their desire as the key to their happiness to actually avoid doing the internal work that they need to be doing on themselves to attract it in. Let's say, for example, you want your boss to think that you're the best employee in the company. Well, do you believe that you are the best employee in the company? Do you believe that your boss could believe that about you? Look at your own beliefs on the topic and ask yourself, am I avoiding working on these beliefs myself and instead just hoping that that person will give me that external validation to believe it? Because that is the fastest way to not get what you want. And this is also true if you want to be revered as the best actor, artist, musician, partner, friend. What are you thinking about yourself in those situations on a daily basis? Are you believing that people would think those things about you with conviction? Or are you not so sure that you are the one for everything that you are asking for? This is why taking a look at your own limiting beliefs on all the things that you're asking for is going to greatly speed up your manifestations. The basic thing I want you to realize is that you can't ask for something out there without first being it within you. The quicker and faster that you can be it within you, well, you're gonna see many things in your life shift, not even just small manifestations that you're trying to bring in, but also really big things that you thought would be impossible in your lifetime will start to come into your life, or very big things that you thought that would take months or years. You're gonna see them start coming in faster and faster and faster as you start aligning on a deep subconscious level with those desires. And again, if you guys want help with doing that deep work, if you want help truly transforming your life on a very big level, make sure you sign up for the waitlist for my transformational coaching program, down below. Now, if this video helped you, definitely make sure you click on this next video, because in this video, I share another piece of the puzzle that's absolutely gonna help you change your life. Thanks so much for liking, subscribing, and hitting the bell, and I will see you guys in the next video.